mono.
Red cousins, sweaty bodies everywhere. Hands in the air like we don't care. Cause we came to have so much fun now. That somebody here might get some now. If you're not ready to go home, can I get a hell no? Cause we gonna go all night till we see the sunlight. Alright. So la-da-dee-da-dee, we like to party, dancing with Molly, doing whatever we want. This is our house, this is our rules, and we can't stop, and we won't stop. Can't you see it's we who own the night? Can't you see it's we who bout that life? We can't stop, and we won't stop. We run things, things don't run me. We don't take nothing from nobody. Yeah, yeah.
This is our party, we can do it. It's our party, we can sing it. This is our party, we can love what we want. We can kiss who we want, we can screw.
To my homegirls here with the big butt, shaking it like we at a strip club. Remember, only God could judge ya. Forget the haters, cause somebody loves ya. And everyone in line in the bathroom, trying to get a line in the bathroom. We all so turned up here, getting turned up, yeah, 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 yeah. So la-da-dee-da-dee, we like to party, dancing with Molly, doing whatever we want. This is our house, this is our rules, and we can't stop, and we won't stop. Can't you see it's we who own the night? Can't you see it's we who bout that life? And we can't stop, and we won't stop. We run things, things don't run me. We don't take nothing from nobody. Yeah, yeah.
This is our party, we can do it. It's our party, we can sing it. This is our party, we can love what we want. We can kiss who we want, we can screw what we want.
It's our party, we can do what we want to. It's our house, we can love who we want to. It's our song, we can sing if we want to. It's my mouth, I can say what I want to. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And we can't stop, and we won't stop. Can't you see it's we who own the night? Can't you see it's we who bout that life? We can't stop, and we won't stop. We run things, they don't run me. We don't take nothing from nobody. Yeah, yeah.
Like the legend of the phoenix, all ends with beginnings. What keeps the planet spinning? The force from the beginning. Love. We've come too far to give up who we are. So let's raise the bar and our cups to the stars. She's up all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to the sun. present has no ribbon. Your gift keeps on giving. What is this I'm feeling? If you wanna leave, I'm with it. We've come too far to give up who we are. So let's raise the bar and our cups to the stars. She's up all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to the sun. We're up all night to get some. We're up all night for good fun. We're up all night to get lucky. 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 She's up all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to the sun. We're up all night to get some. We're up all night for good fun. We're up all night to get lucky. 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 She's up all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to the sun. We're up all night to get some. We're up all night for good fun. We're up all night to get lucky. 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 We're up all night to get lucky.
We're up all night to get. 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 We're up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to get. We're up all night to get lucky. 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 We're up all night to get lucky.
We've come too far to give up who we are. So let's raise the bar and our cups to the stars. She's up all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to the sun. We're up all night to get some. We're up all night for good fun. We're up all night to get lucky. 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 will straight up leave your and you'll be the one who's left missing me. Yeah, this time I'ma let it all come out. This time I'ma stand up and shout. I'ma do things my way. It's my way or the highway. This time I'ma let it all come out. This time I'ma stand up and shout. I'ma do things my way. It's my way or the highway. Someday you'll see things my way. 'Cause you never know, no, you never know when you're gonna go. Someday you'll see things my way. 'Cause you never know, no, you never know. Check out my melody.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this edition of Monster Jam Live Action, where tonight we are going to be covering the second to last stop over in Fox Sports 1 Stadium Championship Series West. Folks, I am Brandon Adam, the driver of the Gravedigger over in the opposite series, the Fox Sports 1 Stadium Championship Series East. But tonight, 13 of some of the best virtual monster truck drivers all across North America are gathered here in the NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, as we wind down all of the tours here, all 4 tours leading up to the Monster Jam Live World Finals 10 main event. We're going to get through with qualifying right now. This is the first of 3 competitions here tonight. Each of our competitors will qualify their way into the racing bracket, as the times that they run here in this qualifying competition will determine the matchups for round number 1. It'll determine who will get those buy runs, those automatic buy runs into round number 2, and it will also determine lane choice in our racing bracket. These drivers going to take on a Chicago-style racing layout. I believe that the very first time that this series is going to be competing on a Chicago-style layout. These guys have been used to the long-winded Jersey-style courses with the hairpin corners. We're going to see how well these drivers can make those adaptations here. As coming out first here, bringing out Houston, Texas's very own Rod Ryan show, we got Ethan Pawlowski. And he's going to go up against his teammate, Angus Johnson, bringing out the Ice Cream Man. Ethan Pawlowski, we've seen this guy consistently make the semifinals in every, or almost every racing competition of this season of Monster Jam Live. Looking to follow up on that success. Angus Johnson still looking to find himself some more success in racing, probably than desired. Both drivers off the line right there. As you can take a look here at this track, such wide open corners that these drivers have to go around. The turns are kind of shaped as diamonds. So it's a really weird line that these drivers have to take around the Chicago-style course. Both drivers nice and clean, though. I don't think they clipped any of the turn obstacles. And there you go. Solid passes right there on both the Rod Ryan Show and Ice Cream Man. Gonna take a look at the times here. Times are in. It is a 17.071 for Ethan Pawlowski and a 17.318 for Angus Johnson. So both drivers in that sort of lower 17-second range. Still got 10 more competitors to go. My mistake, I said 13 competitors are going to be here tonight. We actually have 12. as both Colt Durham, Fox Sports 1 Cletus, and Jackson Mazzaros in the Team Obelisk Firestorm not able to show up today. However, we still got all these other competitors to go. We have Josh King, but one of the fan favorites in this series, bringing out the Obsessed. And he is going up against this guy, currently third place in the points battle on this series. It is Jeff Gordon in Maximum Destruction. Jeff Gordon in the Maximum Destruction. I believe he was the fastest qualifier in the second event of Fox Sports 1 Stadium Championship Series West. That was in San Diego, California. Looking to go back to his winning ways. It seems like he hasn't really won all that much ever since he got on that 3-win streak. Racing and freestyle in the first stop in Anaheim, and then that top qualifier position in San Diego. So looking to put himself on top of the board once again. Josh Kingma in the Obsessed. I remember he made the semifinals last time out when we were in Glendale, Arizona. Both drivers go off the line here. Coming around the first turn, look at that, the suspension setup on the Maximum Destruction. You're going to see that quite a bit from these drivers here, that front left tire kind of lifting off the ground as these drivers just hammer it around these corners. Very nice exits right there on both. There you go, very good competitive passes right there on both guys. Going to take a look at the times. I'm assuming they're going to be pretty even. Times are in a 16.967. The time for Josh Kingma in the Obsessed. And the time of a 17.076 for Jeff Gordon in Maximum Destruction. So Josh Kingma actually running the faster out of the two guys right there. He is your new number one qualifier as of right now. And Jeff Gordon putting himself into third place, just 5 thousandths of a second, 5 milliseconds underneath Ethan Pawlowski. Coming up next here, this guy, no stranger to Sim Monsters competition, longtime veteran Chadwick Deerfoot brings out the Bounty Hunter. And he is going to go up against, a guy who I would describe as a wild card here in Monster Jam Live competition, Robert O'Neill in the Wildflower. Robert O'Neill, I believe he was one of the semifinalists out of Glendale, Arizona as well. Looking to follow up with some more success here in racing. Chadwick Deerfoot, always smooth and consistent. But of course, in a series like this, it's going to take so much more to get points on the board right there. Wildflower, with a bit of a slight edge right now out of the two of them. Super tight around the second corner right there with both guys. And Chadwick Deerfoot and the Bounty Hunter crossing the line first. Going to see here, definitely with the way how the turning obstacles are set up, it's going to be interesting to see the lines that these drivers are taking around this course. And look at this, a 16.604. The time for Chadwick Deerfoot puts him on top of the board here in qualifying in that mid 16 second range. A 17.096, the time for Robert O'Neill in the Wildflower. Deerfoot, tell you what, new fastest qualifier, out qualifying guys like Jeff Gordon and Josh Kingma, putting himself in real good standing for racing. Of course, not a bad time at all from Robert O'Neill. A lot of drivers with that 17.0 second range. Coming up next here, another longtime veteran in Sim Monsters competition, Julio Villan Jr. is going to bring out the Monster Energy Machine. And he is going to go up against the current points leader on the series, Irving Marin, behind the wheel of the black and green wrecking machine, the Gravedigger. Irving Marin looking to stay on top of the points here. As again, we only have 2 events left to go here in Fox Sports 1 Stadium Championship Series West. But of course, we got other guys like Jacob Cervantes and Jeff Gordon right on his tail. There you go, green light on both drivers, clean lights on there on both guys. Coming around Julio Villan, very squared corner right there. I'm not sure if that's really the strategy that you want to take on a track like this. Irving, you could see those back tires being pushed out just a little bit wider right there. Better pass on the Gravedigger. As a result, Irving Marin, he took those corners a little bit wider than Julio Villan Jr. Julio was sort of tracing the sort of diamond layout right there of the turning obstacles. Kind of slowed him a bit on the exits of those corners. definitely the strategy is you want to take a bit more of a wider apex around the corner, get the truck as smoothly set up for that exit as possible. The times a 16.703 for Ivering Marin and a 16.870 for Julio Valon Jr. Real good times there on both drivers. However, Chadwick Deerfoot still on top of the board with that 16.60. Coming up next here, he is currently second place in the points on Fox Sports 1 Championship Series West. It is Jacob Cervantes in El Toro Loco. And he's going to go up against Felipe Queiroz, another one of the fan favorites here in Monster Jam Live, behind the wheel of obsession. This is our second to last pairing here in qualifying, at least what is anticipated. Jacob Cervantes, a nice jump right there off the line, but however, the times they do start once both front tires leave the line, so lights aren't really that influential here in qualifying. Very aggressive entrance into that second corner. Jacob very wide right there coming around the second corner, and it set him up there for a very fast exit right there. He just kind of shot out of that last corner. Nicely done. Times are going to come in on both guys here. And look at that, a 16.684 for El Toro Locos, Jacob Cervantes, a 17.238, the time for Felipe Queiroz. So Jacob Cervantes, a new 16.6 second lap recorded here in qualifying. However, not as fast as Chadwick Deerfoot, just 0.08 of a second below. As so far, as I'm taking a look at all these guys here on this track, definitely pushing the truck out a bit wider and kind of letting the truck do its thing around the corners is what you want to aim for. It's definitely enticing to be as tight as possible around the corners. The tighter that you go, the more that you have to check up, the more that you have to break your momentum in order to really get the corner as tight as possible to the car. So it's not quite ideal on a track that's as wide open as this one right here. Last anticipated pairing here for qualifying, we have Adam Boyne bringing out that Time Flies. And he's going to go up against this guy, part of our rookie class here for this season of Monster Jam Live. It is Nick Miller and Scarlet Bandit. Nick Miller's teammate, Chadwick Deerfoot, still on top of the board here in qualifying. Possibly give Nick Miller a little bit of confidence here as he is behind the wheel of that 2 Extreme PEI. That's disrespectful. Around the second corner here. Very tight corner right there on the Time Flies. Oh, man. We got to check right there on the one tire right there from Adam Boyne. Nick Miller right there kind of falling a little bit behind as well. The times here in qualifying. He's 17.24. Or actually, we're going to get closer look into again, that last jump right there, Adam Boyne. It seemed like the right front tire kind of slid off the jump just a little bit. Just going to wait on the official call. And yeah, it is a 22.247 for Adam Boyne in the Time Flies. And Nick Miller getting a 17.98. So unfortunately, not really on top of the board there on both guys, which means your fastest qualifier here tonight. That's it. That's all of the guys here in qualifying. That is Chadwick Deerfoot in the Bounty Hunter. I believe this is the very first racing win that this guy has recorded in Monster Jam Live. In any racing competition, maybe barring a couple of speed and skill or time trial events in the arena shows that he competed in previous seasons. But yeah, good going Chadwick, man. Very good 14-pointer to open out the event. Very important en route to that overall event championship later on tonight. And so, folks, that has been it for qualifying action here in Houston, Texas. We're going to situate our drivers into our racing competition, get the bracket sorted out, and we'll be right back for some high-speed racing action here on Monster Jam Live out of Fox Sports 1 Championship Series West.
And there's a whole world to walk, so why should I just stay? Giving up that ghost to find my freedom when the end comes. I want that feeling.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Monster Jam live here in the NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. As folks, we have situated all of our drivers into the racing competition tonight. It is 12 trucks and drivers here, so that's why you're seeing 4 by-runnees on the screen right now in round number 2. We take a look here at the first half of the bracket. The bounty hunter, Chadwick Deerfoot, #1 qualifier earlier tonight, so he is the #1 seed. He's going to take on either Robert O'Neill or Felipe Queiroz, a once-in-a-lifetime battle right there, if I say so myself. And we have Julio Balon Jr. in Monster Energy going to go up against the winner of Josh Kingma or Adam Boyne. Oh my God, another race that we've seen many times here this season. Jacob Cervantes in El Toro Loco, the second fastest qualifier. He's going to take on the winner of Jeff Gordon and Angus Johnson. And then Irving Marin in the Gravedigger takes on the winner between Ethan Pulowski and Nick Miller. A very competitive bracket that we're seeing here. Of course, with every single one of these racing competitions this season at Monster Jam Live, we always have that sort of crescendo building. As the bracket goes on, round by round, the races, they get even more closer, they get even faster and even more competitive. Open to see no less here. First race. Once in a lifetime battle here. Both drivers off the line, Robert O'Neill, Felipe Queiroz. Coming around the corners right now. Look at the way how Robert had to really whip the back end of that truck. Really aggressively coming around that final turn card there. Both drivers coming around the second corner. And that is Wildflower getting the win here in this first round matchup. Robert O'Neill will take on Chadwick Deerfoot in the Bounty Hunter next out in round number 2. First race in round number 2. Oh, rest in peace. Times are coming in for both Felipe and Robert O'Neill. Look at this. Robert O'Neill running a 16.847. Very good pass right there on the Wildflower. That puts him right there in that sort of fast range that you want to be in terms of times. 17.360 was the time for Felipe Queiroz. Second race out, we're going to anticipate these next two guys to come up to the track. Josh Kingma cannot catch a break as he goes up against Adam Boyne for, I think, the 4th time this season. So this, we're going to see who takes the win here. Let's see what happens. Josh Kingma, he does have lane choice here. He was the higher seed. As both drivers come off the line, they're going to come around this first corner. Very tight entrance right there on the time flies. That hurts Adam Boyne big time as both guys exit out of the first corner. Josh Kingma nice and wide right there. Let's take a look at that apex right there in the Obsessed. That's going to be the win right there for Josh Kingma. And look at this, a 16.982 for Josh Kingma in Obsessed. Actually, that was right up there with his qualifying time, just only 0.02 of a second off. And Adam Boyne running a 17.398. Adam Boyne, good on him for being able to clear up the sort of penalty issues he had in racing. But of course, it seems like, again, some of these drivers are trying to figure out how to really exit out of these corners. Very hard to be able to plan out the sort of trajectory of your corners when the turns are as squared as they are. Very pointy. As a driver myself, that's something I certainly make sure that I have down. That the apexes of my corners are always as round as possible, as smooth as possible. Want to make sure that you're keeping your momentum consistent. That you're constantly on the throttle. That you don't want to lift. You don't want to lift off on the throttle or get hard on the brakes at any point, really, especially near the end of the corner. That's the absolute worst point. That you really want to let off the gas. Next here, kicking off our second half of the round 1 bracket. We got Jeff Gordon in the Maximum Destruction going up against Angus Johnson in the Ice Cream Man. Tell you what, well, Angus is not a rookie. I'm pretty sure this is his either second or third year competing in MJL. Tell you what, a huge experience gap here between both of these guys. See what happens here. Both drivers staged and ready. They go off the line right there. Look at that, a huge jump right there for Jeff Gordon. Going around the first corner. Beautiful exit right there from the Maximum Destruction. But look at this. Ice Cream Man actually made up just a little bit of ground right there. Not too far behind is Angus Johnson. They come over the line this time, though. It is still Jeff Gordon in the Maximum Destruction getting the win. That green light right there, that whole shot that Jeff got, that was all he needed to get the win in that matchup. A 16.838, the time for Maximum Destruction. Solid improvement right there from his qualifying pass. The Ice Cream Man, it was a 17.179. First, may I remind you folks that points are being awarded on a round-by-round basis. The faster that you are, the fastest losers of the round are given the most amount of points out of all the drivers that lost in the round. And of course, the slower that you are, the slower that you were in terms of the losers, the less points that you get. So you want to make sure, regardless, win, lose, or draw, that you're just running clean, you're running consistent. Final race here, round number 1, going down between Ethan Pulowski and Nick Miller. Both guys off the line here. Nick Miller maybe with a bit of a slight hole shot right there by about a half a truck length. Both drivers coming around the first corner now. And look at this, Ethan Pulowski already's made up the ground. Oh man, not the entrance that you want right there. The Scarlet Bandit washes out right there in that final turn. Still actually managed to keep up, but that's still Ethan Pulowski moving on to round number 2. Folks, may I just read off a 17.379 was the time recorded from Ethan Pulowski in the Rod Ryan. Nick Miller with a 17.61. So that rounds out round number 1 of racing here. We're going to take a look at our bracket in the quarterfinals. Chadwick Deerfoot in the Bounty Hunter goes up against Robert O'Neill in the Wildflower. Julio Ballon Jr. in Monster Energy. 4th seed goes up against Josh Kingman in the Obsessed. Jacob Cervantes goes up against Jeff Gordon in Maximum Destruction. Tell you what, that race is going to be very crucial as we wind down this point series here. And then Irving Martin is going to go up against Ethan Pulowski in Raisin Cane. Or not Raisin Cane, but Rod Ryan Machine. So let's see what happens here. Very competitive quarterfinals. First race out here, Chadwick Deerfoot, number 1 qualifier, takes on Robert O'Neill in the Wildflower. And I'll tell you what, we saw this last time from Robert O'Neill. Didn't look like one of the faster guys in qualifying, but he did lock in when it mattered the most. Will he be able to find that same level of success that he did last week? Let's see. Both drivers off the line here. Pretty even. Very smooth first corner right there. The back end of the Bounty Hunter maybe washing out just a little bit right there coming off the back of that first corner. Oh my goodness. There goes Robert O'Neill barreling up and over. That is Chadwick Deerfoot moving on to the semifinals. Tell you what though, Robert, he is going to finish. He is going to get a time, so good on him. Chadwick Deerfoot looking to get his very first single elimination tournament bracket style win here in Monster Jam Live in the stadiums, as the dream is still alive for that guy. Time is in an 16.849. The time for the Bounty Hunter in that round. A little bit slower than how he was in qualifying, but still, solid pass from Chadwick Deerfoot. Now, who will Chadwick face in the semifinals? It's going to be a battle between Julio Ballon Jr. and Josh Kingma. Kingma coming off the back of that 16.98 second pass. Julio Ballon Jr. ran a 16.87 in qualifying. Both drivers go off the line right here. Maybe a slight edge to the Obsessed. Coming around the first corner, both drivers pretty even lines right now. It seems like the Obsessed with a bit of a slight edge. Both drivers going to wind down to the final jump. Oh, did Julio Ballon Jr. just make up the ground there? Josh Kingma again. It seemed like he really had a substantial lead right there. But yeah, that was coming around the first corner. The Obsessed had the lead by maybe about a tire length. They come around the final turn, both drivers nice and clean out of the exits, and that is Monster Energy. Julio Valon Jr. just barely finding a little bit of extra mile an hour out of that final corner. Getting the win right there, making the push when it mattered most. It was a 16.750 for Monster Energy and a 16.88 for Obsessed. Kicking off the second half of the quarterfinals, now we got Jacob Cervantes and El Toro Loco going up against Jeff Gordon in Maximum Destruction. A huge points battle that these two are in, and it seems like we're going to restage both of them. It seems like Jeff Gordon, a bit of a premature start. The lights, if you see, folks, on the bottom in the center of your screen. There you go, clean lights on both. They go off the line right now. Jeff is super tight, a bit too tight as he comes around the first corner. He clips that turn car. You do not want to make those sorts of mistakes going up against a guy like Jacob. And look at that, man. A beautiful pass right there from the El Toro Loco. Oh, my goodness. Jeff Gordon, he is in the stands. I was just talking about the points race earlier tonight. Jeff Gordon, he pushed it a bit too hard right there coming up and over that final jump. And that will be big implications on points right there. The dream of securing his very first points title in Monster Jam Live just seems like it is slipping away from the very palms of his hands. There, Jeff Gordon, tough break in that semifinal. Montez, though, tell you what, look at the time, a 16.614. Now, not as fast as Chadwick's qualifying pass, so it's not a record-setting pass here tonight, but still certainly on pace here, getting faster and faster as the night progresses. It's looking like a threat here to make it to the final round once again, as he has multiple times this season. However, who will he face in the semifinals? Ethan Pawlowski behind the wheel of Houston's very own Rod Ryan Show, going up against Irving Martin in the Gravedigger. Clean lights on both guys as they come across the stripe for the first time. Pretty even. Look at that right there. Irving Martin, a little bit on two wheels right there as he comes into that second corner. A little bit too hot, but he's able to stay in control. That's Gravedigger to the semifinals. Ethan Pawlowski, probably the first time in a while that we're not going to see him in the top four, but tell you what, still ran a very strong pass right there going up against Irving Martin. The times are in a 16.941 for Ethan Pawlowski in the Rod Ryan Show. And we actually, talking about record-setting passes, a new fastest pass here tonight, a 16.440, the time for Irving Martin in the Gravedigger. So folks, that is going to set up our semi-final round of racing. We're going to take a look at our bracket here. Chadwick Deerfoot, he was your number one qualifier. We just saw him take out Robert O'Neill in round number 2. He is here in the semifinals, going up against the 4th seed, Julio Valon Jr. in Monster Energy, who we saw take out Josh Kingma. We move over to the other side. Jacob Cervantes, El Toro Loco, the second fastest qualifier, took out Jeff Gordon, and Irving Martin in the Gravedigger. He is looking to get his fourth racing win in a row here this season of Monster Jam Live, as he will be taking on Ethan Pawlowski. Irving Martin with the most momentum out of all these drivers heading into the semifinals. But of course, every race is a new race, as anything can happen here as we wind these drivers down to the championship rounds. Chadwick Deerfoot gonna go up against Julio Valon Jr. right here. Both drivers off the line. A huge jump right there from Chadwick. I wasn't paying attention to the lights, so we're going to see if that was legal. But as far as we know here, the Bounty Hunter with a substantial lead. Julio trying to make the push here. They're coming around this final turn. Oh my goodness, and that is Monster Energy barely. What a comeback right there from Julio Valon Jr. Crosses the stripe first, and he is moving on to the championship round for the first time this season. Times are in, so it was a legal light on Chadwick Deerfoot. He does get a time of a 17.136. The time a 16.681 for Julio Valon Jr. in Monster Energy. Who will Julio take on in our final round? He's going to go up against either Jacob Cervantes or Irving Marin. Both of these guys all too familiar with each other, as they are currently 1 and 2 in the point standings. Irving Marin off the back of that 16.4 in round number 2. Jacob coming off the back of a 16.6. See what happens here. I'm both just awaiting Irving and Jacob to pull up to the line here. This will be a very interesting clash of styles here that we've seen all throughout the season in Monster Jam Live. Jacob Cervantes saw him in that second round of racing, took those corners as round as possible, as I was suggesting earlier. That's really what you want to do out here. But Irving Marin, tell you what, he was keeping real tight to the corners, tighter than everyone else it seems. He was able to make it work with that 16.4. Both drivers off the line clean. Jacob with a slight hole shot right there. Both drivers with early entrances around those jammers. And it seems like El Toro Loco with maybe the slight edge. Irving, look at how aggressively he pitches it into the final turn. They come across the stripe. Oh my goodness, I can't tell who won that one. It seemed like maybe Gravedigger on our end, but we're going to take a look here. So this was coming over the stripe the second time by. They're going to come around this final turn. Look at this Irving Marin. He's playing with fire going into that final turn. On two wheels in that entrance, but able to make it work. Oh my gosh. And I think actually that could be Jacob. Top-down view. And it is official here. The officials are making it official. Julio Valon Jr. will be taking on Jacob Cervantes and El Toro Loco in our championship round race. Times coming in on both of our competitors, a 16.654 and a 16.679. Both drivers separated by 0.02 of a second. So folks, that is it here for the semifinal round of racing. We're going to take a look here. Monster Energy versus El Toro Loco. Julio Valon Jr. and Jacob Cervantes. Both of these guys here, you can see they came out. They had that automatic bye run into round number 2. Julio Valon Jr. taking out Josh Kingma and Chadwick Deerfoot, the number 1 qualifier. And Jacob Cervantes, he went through a bloodbath of a bracket, going up against Jeff Gordon and then Irving Marin. I'll tell you what, Jacob Cervantes coming into this hot like a cannonball out here. As we meet our drivers here in the final round, Julio Valon Jr. brings out that black and green monster machine, the Monster Energy. Going up against the defending Monster Jam Live World Finals Freestyle Champion, Jacob Cervantes in El Toro Loco. This is going to be one hell of a matchup here. Both of these drivers running in the 16.6 range. They're on the line here. Oh my, and could that be a red light right there on Jacob?
Yes.
We're gonna have to take a look at the light, and yes, the officials are making it official here. Jacob Cervantes leaves the line too early. Julio Valon Jr., as long as he does not make any mistakes, he has won his very first racing competition in Monster Jam Live, and there you go, we make it official. Monster Energy is gonna win it here in Houston, Texas. Jacob Cervantes, 2 trigger happy right there. Julio Valon Jr. with his first racing win in Monster Jam Live. Tell you what, this guy's been competing for a very long time. I don't know for how long, but possibly for over a decade. And this guy comes into the scene showing up these newer generations of drivers. And he gets the win here. 14 points on top of the board. Julio Valon Jr., there you go. We make it official with the graphic. 14 points added to the Monster Energy name. What a night of racing here. A lot of twists and turns. Bit of an upset right there at the very end. But folks, that has been it right there. CNA Chadwick Deerfoot, first time he got the top qualifying position to Monster Jam Live. Julio Valon Jr., first racing win. So I'll tell you what, a night of a night of firsts here this season in this event in Houston, Texas. So folks, we're gonna get set with a short intermission break. We're gonna cut these race lanes. We're gonna make sure that our double hybrid setup is set up perfectly for these drivers here to attack and freestyle, and we'll be back here with some more Monster Jam Live action here in the NRG Stadium in Houston.
Just when I thought I got him to fall in love with Tennessee, I should have known better than to take him back to Abilene. I put him right back into her arms. I wasn't a match for that kind of spark. She's from Texas, I can tell by the way he's two-stepping round the room. And judging by the smile that's written on his face, there's nothing I can do. It doesn't take a crystal ball to see a cowboy always finds a way to leave. Drinking Jack all by myself. He's choosing Texas, I can tell. Well, I guess he forgot about the Smoky Mountain rain, the old hang tunes, the Memphis blues we used to sing. He always loved Amarillo by morning. I should have taken that as a warning. She's from Texas, I can tell by the way he's two-stepping round the room. And judging by the smile that's written on his face, there's nothing I can do. It doesn't take a crystal ball to see a cowboy always finds a way to leave. Drinking Jack all by myself. He's choosing Texas, I can tell. When I'm eastbound and down and I can't help but cry, 'cause I-40 gets lonelier with every mile. I'll know that his mind wasn't never gonna change, 'cause his heart still belongs to the Lone Star State. She's from Texas, I can tell by the way he's two-stepping round the room. And judging by the smile that's written on his face, there's nothing I can do. No, yeah, it doesn't take a crystal ball to see a cowboy always finds a way to leave. Drinking Jack all by myself. He's choosing Texas, I can tell. No, drinking Jack all by myself. He's choosing Texas, I can tell. Come on, baby. Oh, yeah. Just when I thought I got him to fall in love with Tennessee.
Your crack of dawn, Monday morning coffee, strong pouring everything you got into a paycheck Friday night. You're a power stroke diesel backhoe riding, king of beers, 18-wheeler driving, living life in between the lines of clocking in and quitting time. But then the six-string circus comes to town. We hang them speakers over the crowd. When the lights come on, everybody screaming, lighters in the sky, yeah, everybody singing every word to every song of the girl they're taking home tonight. When the lights come on, everybody's feeling a hallelujah high from the floor to the ceiling. Yeah, the drink that we're drinking, the smoke that we're smoking, the party we throw, it's going all night long. When the lights come on, when the lights come on. You're a little shy thing with a wild side on a night like this. You just can't hide, cause it's time to live it up. So come on and raise your cup. If we're talking about memories, yeah, we're gonna make them. Talking about rules, you know we're gonna break them. When the lights come on, everybody screaming, lighters in the sky, yeah, everybody singing every word to every song of the girl they're taking home tonight. When the lights come on, everybody's feeling a hallelujah high from the floor to the ceiling. Yeah, the drink that we're drinking, the smoke that we're smoking, the party we throw, it's going all night long. When the lights come on, when the lights come on. Yeah, we all the same cause we thinking the same thing. We on the same page cause we sipping the same drink. But here's a little something to thank y'all for showing up. Al Dean and the boys are about to blow it up. When the lights come on and everybody's screaming, lighters in the sky, yeah, everybody's singing every word to every song of the girl they're taking home tonight. When the lights come on, everybody's feeling a hallelujah high from the floor to the ceiling. Yeah, the drink that we're drinking, the smoke that we're smoking, the party we throw, it's going all night long. When the lights come on, when the lights come on, your buzz blowing it up, it's going all night long. When the lights come on.
I'm alone. A revolution lies inside. I'm alone. No longer will this hate divide. Now I'll stand. I will fight just to survive. I won't be denied. I'm a warrior inside.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Some more Monster Jam Live action live here in the NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. And folks, this is it, the third competition tonight, the ultimate competition, Monster Jam Live Freestyle. Each of our competitors here tonight will have 2 minutes on the clock to lay down the best freestyle performance that they can, given this double hybrid setup. We got 2 hybrids, 2 double column hybrids. We got 2 jammers, 2 car stacks, 2 cut race lanes, and a backflip ramp for these drivers to attack here on this massive wide open floor inside of the NRG Stadium. Tell you what, this is going to be one hell of a freestyle competition. Coming up first here, the wild card, as I like to call him, in the Wildflower. It is none other than Robert O'Neill. Coming out right out of the tunnel here. Tell you what, this is the first time that these drivers are going to be tackling this double hybrid setup. All these drivers all too familiar with the Jersey style setups that they had to freestyle on. Nice tight knit combination right there. Big launch right there from Robert O'Neill. Big explosive start to get the freestyle run going here. And that's exactly what you want to see, right? You want to see these drivers not go, jump, turn, then jump, turn. Oh my goodness, a huge pocket. And I would like to extend my condolences to the O'Neill family. are coming in for Robert O'Neill in the Wildflower. I'll tell you what, he had an explosive start to the freestyle run, but only got maybe about 30 seconds in. It's only going to be a 10 out of 40 for Robert O'Neill in the Wildflower. Oh, wait, we got graphics. My fault. There you go. We make it official right here. A 10 out of 40 is the score for Robert O'Neill in the Wildflower. As I mean, it is going to put him on top of the board for now, but of course, 11 competitors to go. Coming up next here, we have part of our rookie class of this season of Monster Jam Live, Nick Miller, bringing out the Scarlet Bandit. For what was there in Robert O'Neill's freestyle, he did come out swinging. He went out there, he hit some of the bigger obstacles to start off. Nice big air combinations going move to move. Unfortunately, the pocket maneuver not able to work out for him. But that's the sort of stuff that we want to see on this sort of track, right? There's so many cross-thread, combo, and transfer opportunities here with the way that these obstacles are set up. And right there, a nice slap wheelie right there to get things started for the Scarlet Bandit. Big launch right there, break tapping it just a little bit to maximize hang time. Spins it around 20 seconds into the run right now for Nick Miller. Big launch right there. Oh no, dumps the truck up and over. And that was a pretty Don Cretan-esque rollover. That was cool. Brings it back on all fours, able to continue. Oh man, as you can see, the way how this truck is rebounding, this thing, I don't know if it's the pressure in the tires or if it's just the really bouncy suspension setup. Those shocks are just juiced with that nitrogen gas. I tell you what. Kind of gets a little bit off track right there, out and almost into that concrete area, able to bring it back into the flow of the run. Big launch off the back of that hybrid, nicely done. Gonna go in for the backflip ramp. Oh, yeah, there you go. Is able to get the rotation right there. Had to twist the axles to make it happen, but able to land the move regardless. Oh, an awkward bounce off the side of the hybrid. Goes for a cartwheel. That was clean. That was all tire right there. No chassis, no body. Ain't no harm, no foul. Tell you what, a very nice cartwheel right there from Nick Miller. This run, it certainly has a lot of great wow moments. Gonna go in, nice launch up and over the hybrid. I do think the momentum, it could be just a little bit better in terms of the execution of the moves. I think it's not the same sort of move-to-move sort of flow. Oh my goodness. Oh, hard landing right there on the bow tie on the front end of that PEI, and that's gonna be it for Scarlet Bandit. 6 seconds to go on time. Tell you what, one of the better freestyles that we've seen from Nick Miller this season, though. Miller and the Scarlet Bandit, as the judges have put their scores in. At the number up here, a 24 out of 40 is the score for Nick Miller and the Scarlet Bandit. And with 10 competitors to go, they have 16 points to work with, so I think that's a pretty fair number. Third up here for freestyle, we have Ethan Pawlowski bringing out the Rod Ryan Show. Native to Houston, Texas. See what happens here with Ethan Pawlowski. We're coming out of the tunnel right here, showing off that American scheme. Stars on the front end. You can see those stars on the hood. Red and white stripes as well, all down the body, all across the bed sides of the truck. Starts off big launch up and over that column. Oh man, another one of these trucks. Just insane rebounds that this thing could get. Nice launch right there, puts it into a slap wheelie, gets a bit of a pocket maneuver right there, nicely done. Spins the truck around, goes in for that angled face on the hybrid. Nice launch up and over that. Goes right into those blue cars as well to follow it up. Nice walking wheelie all the way down, dragging the wheelie bar right there all the way across the Energy Stadium. Nice slap wheelie right there. Tell you what, we saw Scarlet Bandit open out the freestyle with a slap wheelie. Ethan Pawlowski may have just executed that move a bit better. That is certainly important when it comes to judging here in Monster Jam Live. If you're going to go for something, if you're going to go for a move that another driver's already gone for, you got to do the move bigger and better. You can't just match them. Otherwise, it's just better to kind of go for other things that no one else has done before. 1 minute to go here for the Rod Ryan. Big launch for Ethan Pawlowski right there. But I think the pacing of the run, he could pick up the pacing just a little bit. The floor speed in between hits. Possibly go for a bit more combinations. It's just a little bit of, single hits. I'd like to see just a little bit more variety out of the guy. Nice launch. I'll tell you what, though, he is airing the truck out, keeping up decent speed around the outsides. Puts it into another bit of a slap wheelie. Cuts across right there diagonally. Kind of avoids the jammer in the cars right there, but he's going to set up for this other column on the opposite hybrid. Nice launch up and over. Bounces over the cars. Sets the truck down right there. 10 seconds to go on the run. Big launch up and over right there. Sets the truck down, and that is going to be time for Ethan Pawlowski in the Rod Ryan show. Goes for a transfer. Now, see, something like this, I wish he would have done this within the 2 minutes. But unfortunately, it does come after the clock, not able to be scored, because that would have been the first time we would have been seeing something like that. But regardless, that is the run. Ethan Pawlowski with a pretty satisfactory performance, I guess you could say. Able to fill out the clock. Scores are coming in, though. Here we go. Scores are in. It is a 22.5 for Ethan Pawlowski in the Rod Ryan show. That's going to put him in second place underneath Nick Miller at the moment. And big fan of the hang time. Really nice height and distance that Ethan was getting off the jumps. But again, we'd like to see just a little bit more variety, right? There's so many different obstacles, so many different things that you can really do with this track. And it's on these drivers to really find all those opportunities to string together those technical maneuvers and bring something new to the table each and every time. We got Felipe Queiroz now inside of the Obsession. Starts the run off right there, does Felipe. Nice launch going up and over the back of that hybrid. High speed going up and over those orange cars right there into the back of the race lane. There you go. Nice high speed combination down the opposite direction of the track. Now attacks these sequences of moves right there from the front side. Nicely done. Just kind of bounces up and over those cars right there. Nice launch going up and over. Here you go. Kind of threading the needle in between the jammer and the cars. More than 30 seconds into the run right here for Felipe. Nice launch going up and over that right there. Spins the truck around. Nice launch going up and over that angled face. Tell you what, that angled face right there, we're very used to seeing that thing either with a single log or maybe an 8-pack or some tires in there. But no, that's just straight up dirt. So the drivers can do so much more with that. Oh my goodness. Almost insane sway bar issues or shock tower issues right there upon that landing, but Felipe Queiroz is able to keep the truck going. Big time air up and over the back of that hybrid. The driver's loving the back of that hybrid. Oh man, but that is going to be it right there. Not able to settle the truck upon landing. 35 seconds to go on time. Break right there for Felipe Queiroz. Scores are in here for the Obsession. It is a 20 out of 40. So that is going to put Felipe Queiroz into third place right now in our freestyle competition. Tell you what, this track, man, it is a truck killer. And tell you what, just looking at the track, I mean, I've competed on these sort of double hybrid setups before, but the obstacles here are insanely steep and they're insanely tall. Don't get anything bigger here than what you see out here in Texas, and the track crew really try to make that statement true here tonight. Coming up next, though, Angus Johnson behind the wheel, the Ice Cream Man, I believe in his sophomore season in Monster Jam Live competition, unless he competed in season 8 somewhere. Starts off, there you go, unique start, cutting across a hybrid. That's a nice bit of a combination right there. Kind of gets stunned on the lip on the very end of that hybrid, but able to keep it going regardless. Oh my goodness! Tumbles the truck up and over, able to bring it back on all fours though. Really putting the ice cream through the mixer here, tell you what. 30 seconds into the run here from Angus Johnson. Maybe a little bit of latency issues or connection issues. Not much that we could really do there about that. Up into a bit of a slap wheelie right there. Going to combo it up and over the back of the jammer. That's across diagonally. Going to go from the jammer into that 8-pack. Oh my goodness, that 8-pack is an absolute killer. Somehow able to recover the truck at the very end. Just got on the shifter immediately. Oh man, another bit of a ragged edge combination here from Angus Johnson and the Ice Cream Man. Up and over the cars right there. Nicely done. I do like the fact that it's a bit, this run it does feel a little bit more move to move compared to the other performances that we've seen. Oh my goodness. Able to land the backflip right there somehow. Huge transfer, lands it hard right there on the left side of the truck, but tell you what, man, Angus, he's going for it in these last 30 seconds. Another big transfer going coast to coast. Oh man, he lands almost directly on top of that lip. Big rebound up and over there. 10 seconds to go on the run. Oh my gosh. Somersaults the truck over, and that is going to be it right there. Pretty much fills the clock. There you go. The clock winds down. It for the Ice Cream Man, Angus Johnson. Tell you what, again, maybe a bit of issues in terms of the visibility of the performance, but not all that much that we could do about it. Scores are coming in here. As that freestyle run, it will take the top position right here. A 25 out of 40 is the score for Angus Johnson. Again, that guy, he took a lot of risks in his freestyle performance. Sometimes it worked out, other times not too much. Could have been just a little bit cleaner on certain occasions, but again, he really went for it there in that freestyle, and that is something that we can absolutely appreciate as judges here in Monster Jam Live. Coming up next here, one of the fan favorites of this series, Josh Kingma, brings out Obsessed. And you can ignore the top part of that name tag right there. It is not Eric Swanson's Obsessed, it is Josh Kingma's. As he comes out here, is he going to get out of the truck? Is he? Oh my goodness, he brings out a second one! I was not expecting that. There you go, now he's out of the truck. What is going on here? We have two Obsessed here. In the energy. Oh, and that one just disappears into the void. Josh Kingma out here now. Let's see what he gets. Let's see what he does here in freestyle in the NRG Stadium.
Under this spell, can't seem to shake, can't seem to break my new habit.
Josh Kingma, I believe it was in San Diego, California, where he did come pretty close to winning freestyle. I believe he was in the top 4 in scores. However, he hasn't really found the same level of success, and as I say that, the run almost ends for him right there. He's able to bring it back on all 4s. I think he might have a flat tire, though. Yeah, one of those rear tires is certainly wiggling right there on the truck. He's going to have to get that sorted out. Nice bit of a slap wheelie right there across the floor. Nice bit of a launch going up and over the jammer. Oh, man, almost nosing over once again. 40 seconds into the run here is Josh Kingma in the Obsessed. Oh, my goodness. Very unique hit right there. Kind of downsided the 8-pack or the very side of the hybrid with those left 2 tires. Goes back over to the jammer. Another nice high-speed slap wheelie. Look at that. Really making use of the rear end of the truck. It doesn't really look like it has a wheelie bar. He's just making the most out of that here. Nicely done. Big air going up and over that hybrid. Sending the truck up and over there. Rebounds it up and over the cars. Seen a lot of drivers kind of go for that sort of move. 40 seconds to go here. 1/3 of the freestyle left. Goes for a bit of a pocket move here. There you go. Nicely done. Kind of rocking the truck back and forth on the front 2 tires, the rear 2 tires. That was a nice sort of combination right there. Another tail whip in the air. Josh Kingma, tell you what, really going for it. Oh, no. Does he keep it off the wall? I think it didn't really look that hard if he did hit the wall, but he is able to keep it going regardless. Oh, man, a bit of a hard landing right there. Almost cased the truck upon landing. Spins the truck around. Tell you what, this run has had a little bit of everything in this performance, and that is going to be time for Josh Kingma in the Obsessed right there. This is going to be his last hit, probably. Up and over that hybrid with some nice hang time. Oh, man, a hard rebound going up and over the jammer, and that is going to be it. It's there from Josh Kingma in the Obsessed. Scores are in for Josh Kingma in the Obsessed. Once again, some real good stuff that we were seeing. The constant air. Lots of speed around the floor as well. Real good momentum. Nice combinations. And all of that culminates in a score of a 27 out of 40. New leader here in freestyle. It's Josh Kingma behind the wheel of the Obsessed. And I really thought that he was gonna stand out of the truck, but now he just brought out another one. That was insane. Oh yeah, we got 6 more. At the halfway mark of this freestyle competition now. Tell you what, on top of the board once again with that 27 out of 40, Josh Kingma in the Obsessed. 13 points though, still some room up there for these drivers to work with. As I do think there have been certain combination or transfers or just moves in general that I don't think we have seen anyone kind of hit just yet. But I feel like with the caliber of drivers that we have coming up here, they could definitely take away all those technical maneuvers. We have Julio Valon Jr., the racing winner, looking for the double down here tonight in the Monster Energy Machine. Let's see what he has here in freestyle. Julio Valon Jr. going to go for his patented first hit. No, not a backflip, a corkscrew. And he actually lands it clean right into the hybrid. No time wasted. Downsides the hybrid, right into the cars. A 3-piece combination to start off. There you go. Really good technical driving to start off from Julio Valon Jr. Nicely done right there. Going up and over the hybrid and then the cars. Hits that jammer at a bit of a weird angle right there, able to make it work. Just kind of bounces onto the top of the hybrid. Keeps the combo going by powering it up and over that lip. Brings the truck into the center of the floor. Oh, Oh, there you go. Look at that high speed going up and over that second hybrid. There you go. Those are the sort of ragged edge combinations that we like to see out here in Monster Jam Live. Able to stay in full control over the truck as well. Julio Ballon Jr., a very technical driver. One of the most technical drivers that we have here in this circuit of Monster Jam Live is veteran prowess, really showing each and every time he's on the floor. Look at that, a beautiful transfer, combos it off with the subsequent lip right there on the end of the hybrid. Spins it back around over to that 8-pack, nicely done right there. Puts it into a slap wheelie, walks it down, that is beautiful, look at that. All the way down the stretch, spins it around, this is just great. This is the sort of technicality that I love to see in freestyles, man. Up and over that huge launch, going up and over that sort of angle on the hybrid. Oh my goodness, a huge tail whip, able to land it right there, and hard nosedive on the ground. But he sets it back down on all fours with 20 seconds to go. Oh man, cuts across into the center of the floor once again, puts it on the single log. Real quick on the shifter right there, as he's got a few seconds remaining in this freestyle run. Nice move-to-move combination. Oh, man. Oh, he gets it on top of the barriers right there. That's going to be it, but he fills the clock regardless. Might be a bit of a deduction in terms of his overall points tonight, but tell you what, a great run from Julio Ballon Jr. in the Monster Energy. Very action-packed, very controlled, and yet he did a lot of different moves that we hadn't seen all throughout the night. Scores are coming in for the Monster Energy machine. Scores are in. Look at this, a 31 out of 40. A new leader here in freestyle, Julio Ballon Jr. in Monster Energy. Fortunately, this has not been the first time where Josh Kingma's lead has been taken away from this guy. So I think I'm Josh Kingma. I'm placing the bounty on this guy's head. Tell you what. But a very well-deserved lead right here for Julio Ballon Jr. But next up, Adam Boyne behind the wheel of the Time Flies. Adam Boyne, I do remember this guy, always one of the top contenders in freestyle, if I do say so myself. But it's just the issue that he usually has in freestyle is really just being able to fill those 2 minutes. Whenever this guy fills the 2-minute clock, I mean, he could really put up a strong number. Nicely done right there. Kind of got caught up in that little... that area of no man's land right in between the two columns, but able to settle the truck down. Nice tight-knit combination right there. Sets the truck down. That's something I love to see in Adam's freestyles. Very good flow, very good momentum. One move always leads into the next. Nicely done there. Bit of a pocket maneuver. Puts it into a slap wheelie. And up and over the lip, he continues that combination. Nicely done. Up and over that racing lane right there. Puts it right into the... Oh, not the 8-pack. Just goes up and over that steeper column. Some more nice air. Tell you what, this Time Flies machine, when I take a look at this machine, it looks very, very much catered to racing. But it can absorb all these landings here in freestyle so well. It's such a good handling truck here for freestyle. It's a little bit of a stoppie. He doesn't quite fully commit to the stoppie, but he did get the truck on 2 wheels regardless. Oh my goodness, a tight rotation there. Very clean corkscrew, able to continue the combination, move to move, all the way across the track, and there you go, now he commits to the stoppie right on those front 2 tires. 4-piece combination from Adam Boyne right there, very strong. Oh my goodness, a high-speed transfer, combos it up and over the lip as well. Gonna go in for another move-to-move, coast-to-coast transfer, hybrid-to-hybrid. There you go, able to land it into a nose-pick slap wheelie. Settles the truck down with 10 seconds to go. There you go. Oh, man, is he gonna get the wheelie? Yeah, he tried to plant it right there on the rear end, but that is it for Adam Boyne, and the Time Flies. Ends the run off with some donuts. Cyclones even. Is that will be it for the run. He's gonna shift it in reverse there. There you go. Brings the truck back on all fours. Tell you what, this is going to be a real tough decision to make here, as it did have a lot of the qualities that Julio Valon Jr. had. Perhaps just a little bit more wow factor, just a little bit more momentum in that performance, I'd say. Let's see, the scores are going to reflect here. The number is in, and by a half of a point, Adam Boyne in the Time Flies is going to barely take the lead here in freestyle. And I tell you what, man, I told you earlier, if this guy can fill the 2-minute clock, he certainly always has potential to get one of these freestyle wins out here, and he has put himself in contention for the freestyle win here tonight in the NRG Stadium. Adam Boyne on top of the board here with a few competitors left to go. Coming up next year, he was your #1 qualifier. Chadwick Deerfoot in the Bounty Hunter. He can also, I mean, yeah, technically you can make it a double down here. Starts the run off coast to coast. Downsides the lip. There you go. Very smooth transfer to start off there. Chadwick Deerfoot. Now, this is a guy who we talk about, one of the more technical drivers on the scene. And really, I mean, tell you what, with how treacherous these obstacles look here with this double hybrid setup, this is certainly a track where I feel like a guy like Chadwick can really show his technical prowess. Nice slap wheelie right there. Gets a little bit of a rebound up and over the subsequent hit. Spins the truck around now. Almost, 30 seconds into the run pretty much. Nice launch up and over right there. Allows the truck to settle. Brings it over into the corner. Downside right there. Oh! He downsized the single log. Not able to get up and over, but he's still able to recover just in time right there. Continues the flow of the run up and over. Gonna go in for the backflip ramp now. Nice and tight rotation, able to settle the truck down. Very clean backflip. Spins the truck around right here. Gonna go for the jammer. Nice launch up and over. Puts it into a nice walking wheelie all the way across. And up and over the jammer as well. Not sure if he was looking for a bit of a walking wheelie over that. Not quite able to stand it up that much. Hauls it up though with a nice sky wheelie. Gonna go for the same move that Julio went for. Walking it. There you go. One tire onto the next. Kind of gets stunned a little bit by the jammer, but able to keep things going regardless. Another nice launch going up and over that angled face. Big rebound right there. 13 seconds to go on the run. Tell you what, a very, very good run here from Chadwick Deerfoot. Again, very nice technical driving. Very nice flow and momentum again. As that will be it here for the Bounty Hunter. The question is, was that on par with Julio Valon Jr., let alone Adam Boyne in the Time Flies, who is, of course, still in the lead there. Finishes out the run there, does Chadwick. Nicely done, just parking it for the fans right there. Are coming in for Chadwick Deerfoot in the Bounty Hunter. Judges have submitted their scores. You're going to take a look at the number. There you go. That is the score right there. A 29 out of 40, a respectable score for Chadwick Deerfoot in the Bounty Hunter, as that will put him into 3rd place at the moment. Tell you what, he was doing a lot of good things early on. And again, I feel like the issue with Chadwick's performances, not really an issue, but he starts off with a really good balance between momentum and technicality, but then as the run goes on, it seems like he kind of leans into being a bit more slower and a bit more technical, but it doesn't really work out when he's not able to fully execute the moves that he intends. I'd say definitely if he could work on the execution of the moves here, especially those slower technical moves, I think that'll help out a lot. Next up though, first time we're seeing this guy tonight, Daxon Mazzaro is bringing out the Team Hot Wheels Firestorm. We were not able to see him in qualifying or racing, but he is able to give these guys a show here regardless. Up and over that cut race lane to start off. Up and over the cars. Oh man, swinging the rear end right there. Making sure to get the back end of that truck whipped around as quick as possible to set up for his next move. Gonna go in for the jammer right here. Puts it into a nose pick slap wheelie all the way across. Nicely done right there. There you go. He just kind of sped along the second jammer, not allowing that to slow him down. Arcing the truck in the air up and over the hybrid. Bouncing up and over that jammer right there. And that's the thing about Jackson. When he goes for certain moves, you can see he's always thinking proactively. Always settling the truck, making sure that the truck kind of rebounds a certain way upon landing, just so that he could get that perfect angle to set up right in for the next move. Very good proactive driving that we're seeing from this guy right now. Crosses it up and over the hybrid. I don't think we've ever seen anyone sort of hit that specific face on the hybrid tonight. Nice bit of a cross thread there. Big launch. Oh, there you go. Move-to-move combination right there. That's the stuff you like to see. Tight knit, just landing right in the valley, right in between those obstacles. Setting up for the next move, loading up the shocks. Another nice high-speed combination to follow it up. Low to the ground corkscrew again. These drivers going for these corkscrews, they just keep doing it lower to the ground with an even tighter. Jackson Mazzaro's continuing the trend right there. A nice three-piece combination to follow it up as well. 30 seconds to go here for the Team Hot Wheels Firestorm. Nice launch going up and over the back of the hybrid right there. 15 seconds to go here. Certainly been an explosive run for Jackson Mazzaro's. As he is going to go for a transfer. Oh, he gets the downside barely. And this is probably going to be the last move of the run here for the Team Hot Wheels Firestorm. Gets it into a bit of a cross thread right there. Nicely done. Going to set the truck down. Going to put it into the back area, back into the pits. Very good performance there from Jackson Mazzaro's in the Team Hot Wheels Firestorm. Scores are going to come in momentarily. Ballsy moves that we saw out of Jackson Mazzaro's in the Team Hot Wheels Firestorm. The flow and the momentum as well. Also up there. We're going to take a look at the scores now. I tell you what, it's been real difficult to be a judge out here in this freestyle competition, as all these drivers, they're really going for it. And they're really hitting their marks. Score is in. It is a 31.5 for Jackson Mazzaro's in the Team Hot Wheels Firestorm. That actually gets him the same score as the current leader, Adam Boyne, and the time flies. However, it is currently second place at the moment, as it did not, as I assume the rule here for freestyle is that the first driver to get the score stays in the lead. You can't just tie someone else, you have to get the score above them. As folks, these guys have been thrashing in the back. We finally have him out here. Ever since that wreck in racing, this guy is back out here, and he is going to lay down the best freestyle that he could here. Jeff Gordon in Maximum Destruction starts off right out of the tunnel. Huge air, probably the biggest air that we've seen, up and over that hybrid, and look at that. Just bounces up and over that blue set of cars. Big launch up and over that again, and he bounces up and over the second one. He's not even touching those car stacks when he rebounds up and over them. Oh man, more huge air. Tell you what, this Maximum Destruction, it's always so fun to see this thing freestyle, man. I've had the pleasure of seeing Blake Thompson pilot one of these big stiff Willmans over in Stadium Championship Series East. And I mean, the way that these things react to the suspension setups as well, the fact that these things do not run any sway bars, they really make all the difference in terms of functionality. Gets a bit of a stoppie right there, sets it down, there you go. Very nice big air moves here to start off in Jeff Gordon's performance. Tail whips it in the air. Oh man, a bit of a hard landing, able to settle it down. minute in and a minute to go here in this freestyle. Jeff Gordon, tell you what, he's really going for it here. Nicely done, just kind of skimming up and over the jammer. Puts it into the backflip. Oh, an awkward rotation. Spins it right into some donuts. There you go, nicely done. He had to find a way to kick up the wheel speed just so that the wheels wouldn't grip up onto the dirt. He just decided to throw it into a donut. Oh my goodness, a huge rebound. Somehow the truck does not go barreling up and over. I tell you what, we did get an official word here. The tech official saying that this truck might be missing a couple of lugs here. But that is not stopping Jeff Gordon at all. This has been a very big, just kind of ragged edge performance as opposed to the more technical freestyles that we've seen here tonight. Every single jump, though, just feels big and intentional. As you can see, Jeff, the clock winding down right now, looking to end the runoff with an exclamation mark. Cross thread over the jammer, tail whips it, and that is going to be it right there for Jeff Gordon in maximum destruction. Tell you what, I'd say there were absolutely no filler hits in that performance from Jeff Gordon in the maximum destruction. Every hit felt big, every hit again felt intentional. Real good setup into each and every one of those jumps. The scores are coming in. And tell you what, folks, I think all the thrashing in the back may have worked out for him. The score is in. The score to beat is a 31.5 from Adam Boyne in the Time Flies, and I guess also from Jackson Mazzaros and the Team Hot Wheels Firestorm. The score is a 33 out of 40. Jeff Gordon in the maximum destruction is going to take the lead here in freestyle as we have only a couple competitors to go here. Here he is, Irving Marin in the Gravedigger, your current points leader. Or at least before tonight, he was the current points leader. Let's see what he does right here. The score to beat that 33 out of 40 from Jeff Gordon in the maximum destruction. Starts the run off, gonna go up and over that taller column right there on the inside of the hybrid. Nice launch to get things started. Nicely done right there. Beautiful downside right there as well, coming off the back of that jump. That's a cross right there into the track diagonally. Spins it around a little less than 30 seconds into the run here. More nice hang time right there from Irving Marin. Tell you what though, if you are going to go for these single hits, these single straight on big air jumps, you have to match what Jeff Gordon did. If not, you have to do those moves even bigger. Nice high-speed combinations. Tell you what, Irving Marin always in his performances, the flow and the momentum and the speed that he carries from hit to hit. Just like that, again, beautiful high-speed combinations along the backsides of these jumps. Gonna go in for the jammer once again. Just again, non-stop has this performance been here from Irving Marin. Kind of bouncing up and over and able to get the downside, and again, just no slowing down, whether he's going into an obstacle, going up and over an obstacle, or landing a jump. Everything so far has just felt nice, fast, and fluid so far. Nicely done right there from Irving, and so far it seems like, again, everything in this run just feels intentional. One move is leading into the next. He has gone for that sort of race lane hit over and over again, spins it around into some high-speed donuts, traveling across the floor with it. Into a backflip. Oh, a hard landing right there on the front end, able to avoid the barrier somehow. Up and over that transfer right there. Oh, man, a huge bounce coming up and over that lip. Oh, man, noses it into the hybrid. That's not what he wanted. Able to bring it back on all fours, it seems. Yeah, he is going to bring it back on all fours right there. Not quite what he wanted at the very end of the run, but still fills the clock right there was Irving Marin in the Gravedigger. Are coming in for Irving Marin. Numbers are coming in here. Irving Marin and the Gravedigger again with a very, very solid freestyle performance. However, the number is going to be a 30 out of 40, as that is going to put him in 4th place. And that's not really to discredit what Irving did, because I tell you what, he had a very solid performance. It's just that considering everything else that we've seen before him, just a bit better. Real nice air, really nice momentum, really good combinations. But then we just kind of saw him doing the same things over and over again as the run kind of went on, and you don't really want to see that. You want to make sure that you're changing things up just a little bit as the performance goes on. But this is a guy who can do just that here. Last up for freestyle, Jacob Cervantes and El Toro Loco looking to go for a 4-win freestyle streak. He has to beat Jeff Gordon in the maximum destruction to do that.
Grew up in one of them old farm towns where they hit it hard till the sun goes down. Nobody really seemed to care that we were living in the middle of nowhere. We just figured that
Big launch right there from Jacob to start off. Nosedives, or actually no, he downsides the lip right there. Jacob Cervantes with his downsides, tell you what. One of the best here when it comes to doing that. Nicely done, just another butter smooth transfer as he whips the truck around. Lots of floor speed, lots of momentum. Oh, he noses it over. Thankfully, doesn't go somersaulting. That could have been catastrophic there, but he's able to recover. Goes for another one of these big transfers. Oh my goodness, he's the first guy to completely clear that hybrid. Other drivers, we see that they would usually land on top of the subsequent one, but that time Jacob just completely downsided the other one, just cleared it entirely. Follows it up with a nose pick slap wheelie coming up and over that hybrid. Another nice high-speed combination right there. Jacob Cervantes, again, one of the guys who strikes that balance between just real fast-paced driving and also just that technical prowess as well. Huge backflip right there. Look at how high those rear tires get up into the air, able to set it down. Keeps it going with 45 seconds to go. Seems like he's setting up for something big here. Goes up and over. That jump, downsides it, up and over the hybrid. What a combo, and he downsides that again! That was the move of the night, hands down. Jacob Cervantes, again, I don't know how this guy does it. Huge slap wheelie to follow it up as well, with 20 seconds to go. Nosedives it into the ground right there. Try to get a bit of a pseudo pocket right there. The truck just kind of spins upon rebounding. 10 seconds to go here for the El Toro Loco. Spin it around into some donuts, and that will fill out the clock. Jacob Cervantes and El Toro Loco with another stunning freestyle run. The score to beat, 33 out of 40 from Jeff Gordon in the maximum destruction. The score is coming in for Jacob Cervantes, and it is none other than a 35 out of 40. Jacob Cervantes is going to extend his freestyle streak here in Fox Sports 1 Stadium Championship Series West, and he is going to win it again for the 4th time in a row. Jacob Cervantes, unstoppable. As that, again, 14 points added to El Toro Loco's name. as that has been it for the action here, folks. We do have an overall event champion to crown. It's like after tallying up all the points, it will be Jacob Cervantes in the El Toro Loco.
Don't quit till the job gets done. That's the only way I know.
Gonna take a look at the numbers right here for you folks across all three competitions.
Never turn around. Don't back up. Don't back down. A full throttle, wide open. You get
And there you see it right here. 13 points in qualifying, 13 points in racing, and 14 points in freestyle. To get a 40 out of 42 possible points. Jacob Cervantes and El Toro Loco, I believe this puts him ahead of Irving Martin, the Gravedigger, in terms of the points lead here in Fox Sports 1 Stadium Championship Series West. And folks, that has been it here for a very action-packed event here in the NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. Tomorrow, we actually come back here, ironically for both West and East Coast. We're going to be back here in the NRG Stadium. We're going to keep this double column hybrid setup. Instead, we're just going to paint the track, basically just going to paint it over from blue and orange to green and yellow. As that has been it here, folks. I've been Brandon Adam calling the action. I will be competing alongside all these other competitors here, Blake Thompson, Mark Culinary, you name it, in Stadium Championship Series East tomorrow. On Thursday or on Wednesday, we have Stadium Championship Series 3, where you're going to see guys like Tyler Richmond, Jack Merkel, Devin Doss, Aaron Lurie, the whole lot go at it. And of course, Stadium Championship Series 4 will go at it on Thursday, 8 o'clock Eastern. So folks, still an action-packed week that we have here to go this season of this week of Monster Jam Live. And we'll see you next time here tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern, back here in the NRG Stadium.
hearing that crowd keeps me going. Guitars are rocking, wheels are rolling. I step up, the lights go down. I hear that first chord ring. It's where I go and lose myself, forget about everything. It's my home away from home, hanging with my friends. It's a crazy life, but every night I get to do it again and again and again. Here I go, down this road, another town, another stage. I wouldn't have it any other way. All I want is to sing my songs. Hearing that crowd keeps me going. Guitars are